Okay, here we are just outside 4065 Suffolk in South Euclid. As we start the walkthrough, I'm gonna head up, kind of shoot between the trees here. First thing I noticed is the roof's in really good shape, and according to the agent owner that met me here, the roof's only 2 years old. So and I just came off that roof. It's in really great shape. So we're gonna head around to the left side of the house here. The home's windows are newer vinyl sliders with the exception of the larger front picture window here, which is somewhat typical. This one is a wood frame. You can see it's got the storm windows on the front. The brick veneer is in really good shape. Head around here as we pan back. The home has aluminum siding. Basement windows are glass block replacement, and you can get a look here at the vinyl sliders. This one actually has a failed thermal seal in this right pane, as you'll see in the report. The home does have a wood fence, so I wrap around, you'll see it's in kind of rough shape in spots. It's still standing on this side, but the rear sections are beginning to lean, and there's some missing boards. Gonna head up here, just give you a general idea of the home. The driveway is settled and uneven in some spots, but nothing urgent. You can see some newer concrete repairs here, which is good. Look at the right side of the home. One thing to note here with the electrical service wire, which goes to a utility pole in the backyard, is this maple tree here in the back has a limb that's leaning on it right here. So that really should be trimmed back. It's not causing any issues at the moment, but typically that's the utility company's responsibility. So I do always recommend that you contact them. Quick look at the rear of the house. Probably the biggest item on the exterior here is the chimney. At the top here, they really should have what's known as a concrete crown, which is formed to allow moisture to run off. As you'll see in the pictures, there's no crown. It's completely deteriorated. So then just some smaller things. Back here, some tuck pointing needs on the brick, and this exterior outlet no longer trips like it's supposed to. You can walk over to the detached garage. There's some storage items in here, but I was able to view and inspect it. There is no electrical power out there. The roof is an older shingle than the main roof. You can see it's that 3-tab. It's still in solid shape. No immediate needs to replace it. Quick look here too at some new concrete work, which is nicely done with the catch basin improvement. Minor thing here, you can see a low spot in the gutter. Really, that should be re-sloped. And also the downspouts. Two should be extended out, especially one on the rear of the garage, as you'll see in the report. And just a quick pan here. Structurally, the garage is in really good shape. You can see some angled bracing is added over the years, which is a nice improvement. And I will just wrap around the rear of the garage just so you see the full property. Then we'll take a look at the fence. You can see there's a tree back here. It's not causing any harm at the moment, so nothing urgent, but the gutters here and also on the main home should be cleaned. And in front of us here, you can see the downspout that's disconnected. That's allowing moisture to collect along that wood siding. This section of fence back here is detached with the post leaning. I think if I show you this angle here, you could see it. So some repairs would be recommended here. And then just an example of some of the missing boards. Really, a lot of the wood here has started to rot out, as you can see there. Alrighty, so from here I'm gonna head down to the basement and kind of retrace my steps throughout the house. Okay, so here I am at the base of the basement stairs. A couple things to contend with. As you just heard, there's some dogs down here. They're in cages, but if they bark a lot, I will try to restart the video. Come in here to the left, there's a finished storage area. First thing I noticed is it looks like a very dry basement. I didn't see any signs of moisture down here. A lot of it's finished. Structure, foundation looks very solid. There's also some lights out, so we're just gonna have to work with my flashlight for the time being. But just a quick pan of the room here. We'll come over here. You can see the dogs. Again, just a shot of the structure. Like I said, the foundation's in really good shape. Gas meter. It looked like signs of moisture in this corner here, but I took some moisture meter readings and they're all dry, so probably an older issue. But one thing I did notice on this rear foundation wall was this separation crack you can see running along here. Just a little slight bowing over the years has caused that. Nothing to be concerned with, but I will note it in the report. You can see a shot here, and really the wall is still plumb. The mechanicals are on the older side. This is 2006, so 14 years, but should have some life. It needs cleaning and servicing though, which will be noted in the report. And the water heater itself is 1995, so those typically only last 10 years. The tenant has stated that this washer and dryer here belonged to her, so I'll note that in the report as well. It's an electric dryer. You can see there's electrical box here is an older, like blade fuse style, so really that should be updated to a breaker box, which will be noted in the report. Electrical panels in good shape. You'll see that in the report as well. Above here again is knob and tube wiring, just very typical for a Cleveland home built in this area. So that as well will be noted, and some additional recommendations there to refer to in the report. Okay, so I'm just inside the side entry door of the home, and the first thing to note is the tenant is home with her young son, who is taking a bath or shower at the moment. So I did not inspect that bathroom, obviously, and we won't be able to see that today, so I'll just have to note that in the report. I'm gonna pan on my left here. You see a dining area shot there towards the front door. As I mentioned in the basement section of the video, the home has knob and tube wiring, but you see the home is wired with 2-prong outlets, which is up to the electrical code and proper. So this is a look at the inside that front picture window. One thing I noticed here is this bottom window doesn't have a pane of glass. The tenant has it out at the moment to allow some air into the house, but she says she just puts a plexiglass piece in there to close it off. So, and you can see some broken glass down in there. So that will be noted in the report. And a quick, I'm gonna head straight ahead here. Small little back room here with the entry door out to the backyard. We come into the kitchen here. The tenant has also stated that all the appliances are hers. And here you get a look at one of the newer vinyl replacement windows. Windows are in good shape with the exception of that front picture window, and then there's 2 thermal seals in the newer windows on the left side of the home in the bedrooms, which will be noted in the report. So I'm going to head down the hallway from here. I'm not sure exactly where everyone's going to be at, so I may or may not be able to access those rooms. So quick pan here, and I'll show you an example of one of the failed thermal seals on this window here. And actually it looks like the bathroom's open, so I'm going to finish that part of the inspection. And the tenant is in her bedroom with her son, so I'm not going to go in that bedroom.
That's mine. What is it that you?
Alrighty. So I did go in the attic. I'm not going to film that, but you'll see some reference findings in the report. And if you have any questions, please let me know.